going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. The bond between brother and sister is usually a strong one, especially if it's your little sister and you are a typical big brother. It's in your nature to want to protect her, make sure she is straight and good in any situation. As siblings, she might even get annoying at times if y'all live together. Growing up, but in retrospect, me having little sisters myself, it's nothing like seeing someone that looks up to you, wants to tag along every time you leave the house or be in your room 24/7. You cherish them memories, and as y'all both grow older, just hope you can be there for them in some kind of way. As circumstances and situations sometimes change when you get grown and life hits. Now the little girl you was trying to protect is a woman who is out here making her own decisions, dating, working, might have kids, and is just maneuvering in life. But some things never change. And most men, if our sister or any woman in our family we love for that matter, call us crying and states a man she is dealing with is talking to her crazy or putting hands on her, we will be heated and want to know, what's up with Cho? Is he slow or something? Playing with your loved one like that. But some feel, as a grown person, you should let people figure out their own problems, especially relationships, because that drama can fall back on you. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we will be taking it to Norristown, Pennsylvania to discuss a case of a man confronting his sister's ex-boyfriend for treating her bad that turned fatal. Back in 2020, Rashid Bundy, nicknamed Sheed by family and friends, was a 36-year-old man living in Norristown. Him and his family were tight-knit and stuck together. Sheed's sister had a boyfriend named Nigel White, who was 26 years old at the time. Allegedly, the young man and Sheed's sister, who we will call Tasha, had an on and off toxic relationship. She would often call her brother to vent about the young man, who some call Nah, talking to her crazy and getting aggressive with her from time to time. Being a protector, this angered Sheed, and just like any concerned brother, he told Tasha he wanted to holler at him and told her she didn't have to tolerate that and she should leave now. So did other members of her family, in which she eventually did break up with him. Going to the end of 2020, one of Sheed's aunts, who was known for throwing family gatherings, decided she would host a New Year's Eve party at her home on Markley Street. All the relatives were there, including Sheed, his brother, and other family members. Even though Nah was an ex-boyfriend of Tasha, he often hung out in the area where Sheed's aunt lived at and was familiar with the family. The night of the party, word got out, Nah wanted to stop by. His reason for coming through was he wanted to holler at Sheed. Sheed felt like this was a perfect opportunity for the men to talk man to man, so he can ask him why he been carrying it like that with his sister. About 9:40 p.m., Sheed told his aunt, like, I'll be back, I'm going outside to holler at Nah real fast, as his brother followed behind him. Nah, who had pulled up by an alleyway, was talking to another man. As Sheed went to the alleyway, his brother stayed put by the street. But literally 30 seconds after approaching Nah, shots went off, and the man ran out the cut, got in the vehicle, and fled the scene. Sheed's brother quickly ran in the alleyway and saw his brother on the ground. He yelled out, "Yo, call for help." Nah shot Sheed. People at the party stopped to run to the house to call police, who responded to the 1200 block of Markley Street to find Sheed suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, including one to the head. He was unfortunately pronounced gone on the scene. Everyone in the area already knew who the alleged trigger man was, but no one knew why Nah would shoot when it was just supposed to be a conversation. A pizza delivery driver who was parked by the scene waiting for a customer told police he saw a man pull up, go in the alley, and minutes later, at least 4 shots rung out as the same man ran back to his whip holding a gun. Sheed's brother stated he was facing the other side of the street and then see his brother get shot. but he knew who he was supposed to go meet. Detectives got video surveillance from the area that showed a man running after the shooting and getting in the car. Everyone that knew Nah confirmed it was him. A warrant was put out for Nah for first-degree hit, but he wasn't nowhere to be found. An associate of the man, who we will call Devin, had seen him in the Germantown section of Philly. Being familiar with Nah and Sheed, allegedly Nah confessed to Devin, like, yeah, yo, I hit Sheed. When asked why, Nah stated he approached me and was acting tough. That was their first interaction, but Devin would see Nah at least 2 more times in the same section of Philly before Norristown police got a tip where he was hiding at. Then 2 months after the situation, Nah was picked up in Germantown in March 2021. He was charged with 1st and 3rd degree murder, plus handgun violations, and held without bail. As the case made its way to trial, Nah never said anything and let his lawyer do his job. One of the state witnesses was Devin. He testified about him and Nah's conversation in Philly, where he allegedly confessed to the hit on Sheed. Sheed's aunt also took the stand, recalling that night. The last thing she heard was her nephew say, "I'll be back, I'm going to talk to Nah," as she pointed to the man. On cross-examination of Devin, Nah's lawyer argued the man had something to gain from the prosecution by testifying, fighting the gun case himself. Nah's lawyer stated Devin was just trying to stay out of prison. Devin stated he did enter a proffer agreement with the state, but he wasn't promised anything. But when Rashid's brother took the stand, he stated Nah called Sheed, stating he wanted to talk to him. He stated he observed Nah standing in a breezeway between 2 homes, and only 30 seconds after his brother walked in, he was gone. Nah's attorney told the court the family had other enemies as well in the area, as the aunt's home was shot up prior on the block. So that could have been the person that hit Sheed that night. The pizza man also testified on what he saw that night. But the main thing was Nah himself was shot that night as well. The bullet came from a .22 revolver, the same casings found on the crime scene and in Sheed's body. Prosecutors' theory was, as Nah was shooting, one of the bullets ricocheted off the wall and hit him in the neck. In the end, with witness testimonies and surveillance footage, Nah was found guilty of all charges and given a life sentence this year. Rest in peace to Sheed. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to the family. As a brother, I definitely understand the feeling of wanting to protect your sister and keep them out of harm's way. But in a world where men are so emotional, you can't have a man-to-man talk without someone feeling tried or disrespected. It's a dangerous game to step in. You gotta be prepared for whatever outcome can happen, because you just never know what's on the next man's mind. I'm gonna end this one with a question. Do you address the situation if your loved one is in a toxic relationship, or do you simply just tell them to leave as the family did? Because at the time, Nah was her ex, and at that point, there wasn't nothing else to talk about. She should have never went outside, in my opinion. Let me know your answers in the comments. I'm curious. Definitely be respectful. And remember, we gotta succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this one, man. Definitely let me know. Do y'all feel like if your loved one in a toxic situation, should you step in or should you let them handle their own business? A lot of people feel like you definitely should step in because it could get worse, but a lot of people also feel like you should kind of just stay out the way and try to play the sideline and tell them get up out of it. But yeah, I know what I do, but I want to know what y'all will do, man. Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. This is another episode of Hood Tales. This your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.